Hello, good evening and welcome people to the Crypto Challenge. This is day 30 something. No, I'm just kidding. What are we right now? We are day 38 of the Crypto Challenge out of 182.5. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing days. Welcome. Greyland says, oh, you're talking to each other. Okay. Welcome to the stream. It's going to be quite a kind of little quiet stream. It's not really going to be anything major because what has the market done? You know, it's like... So let's start off. Okay, we're going to go to our estimated balance. 984.48. We come here. 984.48. And you guys are going to be like, Techie, how the hell are we going down by $5 if we are tethered up? That is a good question. We do still have some BNB. And I believe today BNB took a little bit of a hit, but not going to focus on that, guys. Okay, you focus on the negative side of things and you're going to always fail to see the positive. Ooh, I think I made a mistake there. Shit. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Basically... Oh, you can't hear Techie? Oh no. Can you guys hear me? You can't hear me? If you can hear me, give a thumbs up. If you can't hear me, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I thought it was a bit odd. Let me just quickly sing. Oh no. Sorry guys, there's a little bit of potato drama going on that I need to deal with. So just please bear with me. Please hold the line while we try to connect you. There's that one, and then I need to... I really do apologize for this, guys, but there was some crazy shit that went on that I needed to deal with. Hence why the stream was a bit late. Done. Okay, so let's focus now. Let's get on. Let's get into crypto. So, what has this coin been doing over the last 24 hours? I was updating this chart, guys. I was regularly updating with the various trend lines, just kind of showing you guys important points so you can follow along and see where things are going. This was the big, massive channel that we had yesterday where a lot of people thought that we had the bounce down here. I'm going to go up to the one day chart, okay? So this is what we look like right now on the 1 day. All right, it is generally still not in the best of ways. In fact, just seeing this now, I'm not going to call it out, but you guys know. Those of you who know me well, you know my most hated pattern that everybody talks and screams about. I potentially see the beginning of it, but I'm not going to draw it because that's absolutely kind of insane to go through and draw this right now. Let's go up to the 1 hour chart and let's talk a little bit more about the dip that happened yesterday and what a lot of people assumed and thought and believed. And the TA technically kind of to a degree supported. We're going to look here. So we had a massive kind of a few beautiful red candles coming down and we hit a certain point. And we had a bounce. And a lot of people believed this to be a significant bounce. The volume on here was high-ish, but it wasn't quite at a level where I would expect it to support a bounce. So I didn't re-enter here. I stayed out and it came back down and people believed this was a double bottom right over here. Again, I stayed out and it continued up and it continued upwards for quite a while. Now, what is the current state? What is the current position and what is happening? We continued on in this channel for quite a while. We had lots of beautiful patterns showing themselves. We had wedges, we had flags, we had pennants, we had bulls, we had bears, we had so many beautiful patterns happen over the last 24 to 48 hours. And essentially it came to a point where earlier on today, we went up, we kept on retesting this upper trend line here, and eventually we came back down and then we broke out of the channel. Okay, what has been happening since we broke out of the channel, and why haven't I drawn any lines on here for a while? That is a great question. Okay, and I'm just gonna right now, again guys, I'm not gonna like clearly like draw these lines, you know, get them accurately wick to wick, etc. But just to give you guys kind of an example of where the general trajectory of Bitcoin is. All right. Kefir saying bear is now a pattern. There are bearish patterns, there are bullish patterns. That is what I was in reference to. So this here right now is the general trajectory of Bitcoin. And when you look at the 1 hour, you can see that we have a nice big drop. Then we have some sideways momentum. Okay. And then we have another big drop, sideways momentum, another big drop. Now, the time between each of these drops is significantly less than what we had the previous days, where we would go down, move across for quite a number of hours, and then go down again. And again, you can see it here. We had a nice big drop, move across, a little bit of a drop. We had some retracement here, and then yet again. And then, of course, back here from when all of the drama started happening. So what does this say to me, and why is this kind of important? Right now, RSI is, it's okay. All right. If we had all of these reds and the RSI was still up here, then I would kind of be in quite an interesting position, because I would very strongly, thoroughly believe that we are going to have a major drop very soon. Again, I checked out a lot of TA today and updates from various people. You guys know I never ever claim to be a TA guy. I am actually taking a TA course in order to improve my TA knowledge. I do know the basic TA, but to get further or better predictions is not something that I do. However, when looking through at other people's work, which is exactly what I always tell you guys, go and research, go and find other people, go and check everything out, I found some very interesting stuff. And what I found is something that I didn't quite notice yesterday. There's a theory that I haven't yet looked into, okay? And it is called the Elliott wave theory. I know the absolute kind of basics of it, but yeah, I don't know the details. I haven't yet looked into it too much, but there's a couple of great YouTubers and a couple of great people, and I was looking earlier on at their Elliott waves charts, and yeah, essentially we are heading back down. Okay, so even though yesterday we pulled out at 8.7 something, and then it kind of went back up, and we're like, oh my god, I should have bought back in. And I guarantee you a lot of people FOMO'd and bought back in and did everything. Then, you know, it came back down again. We are lower than where we sold, so that is a great one. So right now, technically, we are in profit, if you want to calculate it like that. And we will choose a position to buy. We're going to monitor. A lot of people are pointing towards the between 7K and 6K range, okay, as a possible bottom for this. However, and this is however, today right now is Sunday at 1 a.m. my local time, or it's Saturday afternoon or evening if you're in the US, or you're probably already on Tuesday if you're in Australia, because of the way things work over there. Sparky Mark, are you here? I think Sparky Mark is here. And it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the weekend pans out. Not only that, but to see how this is all going to react on Monday when the markets open, the institutional investors are back at their trading battle stations, and monitor and see how this is all going to work out. With an approximate kind of 60 to 40 ratio, or a 60 to 40 kind of split, a lot of people are saying next week is going to be a bearish week. We are going to have a hell of a market. A lot of things are going to bleed. A lot of things are going to go down. However, there is still 40% of people saying we will hit a bottom and we will bounce in the next few days. Okay. And if we go back to the 1 day chart, and I just shrink that down, we had 4 beautiful candles here. We thought they were the 3 black crows. Technically, they could still be classed as the 3 black crows, and instead, if you guys remember when we showed you the image of the textbook 3 black crows, there we go. And we showed you the textbook image of the three black crows, how there is sometimes a good kind of sideways movement, potentially upwards movement, before a further drop. That is supported. That is technically supported here. We ended on a doji candle from these 3 black crows. We ended on a doji candle, and so essentially, if you mess around with the time frame slightly, open and close the candles at a slight different time. I know people are going to say, oh, but you could apply this to anything. Then essentially, you know, we are continuing downwards from that pattern. There's a lot of patterns going on right now, and what can we do? The best advice that I can offer to anyone right now, okay? The best advice that I can offer to anyone right now is don't think too far ahead, okay? You monitor the situation, you get updates on the information, and that's it. Don't think, oh yeah, we're definitely going to reach 6K. 6K is not a guaranteed figure. If we have a bounce, okay, and it's a supported bounce with very good high volume, let me see if I can get the, yeah, so for example, this is on the daily though. Let me go to 12 hours and see if we can show it there. Yeah, okay, so on the 12 hours, okay, when we had this big kind of coming down here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big red candles. We had a bounce, and you can see the amount of volume here. Okay, you can see the amount of volume which fully kind of supported this bounce. I don't know why this candle here has like no volume. I think that potentially was just an error, or just everyone kind of holding their breath like I don't know what's gonna happen. So when you have this kind of a bounce with beautiful amount of volume like this and a big candle like that, it is very good. Okay, we didn't have that yesterday. It wasn't this kind of volume. It was significantly less. It was significantly weaker. And so as a result, yeah, I didn't believe it was the bounce. I genuinely didn't believe it was the bounce. But let's go back to the 1 hour, and we can move it like that. So we are waiting for the bottom. And if you do see something that you believe is the bottom, then go and check somewhere else. You know, ask around and tell people, look, I've seen this and I've seen that and XYZ. Can this potentially be the bottom? And then buy in. Don't hang around. Don't go waiting. Okay? That's what happened last time. Genuinely, that is what happened last time. People were waiting for 5,000 and 5,000 never came. People were waiting for 3,000 and 3,000 never came. It happened here. I think it also happened here as well. I believe, yeah, potentially here, where people were waiting for this to go back down to like 7,000. And no, it didn't happen. It had a good bounce and it had a reversal and it continued upwards. So I'm going to try and keep you guys up to date. I will continue to keep this chart up to date. Okay. Right now I can rest a little bit easier. You know, when we sold at 8.7 something, we're below that mark right now. It's fine, it's great. Even if we were above that mark, I would have bought back in if we had all of the signs that we have continued upwards. But the whole time, something was stinking. You know, something wasn't quite smelling so good. And so, yeah, that's why I just kind of held and waited. And patience, again, patience is key. If you're going to rush and FOMO into this stuff, you will end up getting burnt a little bit. Okay. In fact, I know someone somewhere told me that they had bought in at 9,400. Once it kind of came up to this period here, they had bought in at 9,400, and they had bought into a bunch of alts. And it's difficult. I know a lot of it, sometimes these things look like they are supporting an upward momentum. Sometimes they look like they are recovering. And sometimes you can see some technical analysis. Someone saying we've gone offline. Have we gone offline, people? Or is that just
still up for me?
Okay, still up. We're up. Okay. I think it's just you, Jack. Well, he can't listen. Okay. Had a temp drop out, but it returns. Interesting. All right. Yeah, so that's what we're going to wait. We're going to be patient. Okay. One of the key things, and I think that should be in Mind Week. Mind Week 2 is patience, the practice of patience. Okay. And what to do when you know something, you take an action and it goes the other way. We've covered kind of regret in Mind Week. We have covered taking losses. We have covered taking wins. We have covered a lot of different things. Okay, but sometimes maybe we just need to go back to patience and kind of tell people about patience and how you can practice and improve your patience. I'm just going to go through very quickly and read through the questions and stuff. Travis saying hello, hello. We got KRS saying hello. KRS, I was watching The Lord of the Rings earlier. Shame it wasn't Mr. Techie narrating. Well, if Bitcoin continues like this for a few days, guys, we may have to just start narrating it. Until already done what? Who? Yeah. Yeah, I waited till Until was kind of just signing off, and then I flipped over to my stream, so people, you know, don't have to go anywhere in between and sit there twiddling their thumbs. Idle hands are not a good thing for a trader. I have to say that. Blah blah blah. This is working fine. Have you read or know about the book on Japanese candlesticks, and would you recommend it? Japanese candlesticks. This is the place that I use. Okay, and I can never remember the candlestick. I can never actually remember the name of the site. Is it this one? I'm just waiting. No, it is not this one. Sorry. Damn it, where's my link gone? I've got it saved as a bookmark on my main thing, but it's not here. Online trading concepts. Oh no, I've sent this so many times to people. Here it is. This is the place. This is the place that I use. I mean, generally, almost the majority of these here are actually Japanese candlestick patterns. I believe the Japanese were the first people to come out with these patterns and to kind of, you know, show it in a public, kind of document it, I guess. This is where I use right now. The reason why I like using this place is because they don't just say this is a doji and this is what this does. This explanation here is all for the doji. So I actually have these printed out. I did have them stuck up on my wall, but I've been rearranging my office, so I just need to choose, you know, kind of something else, a different way of showing them. But they actually go through and they really explain in a lot of detail compared to a lot of other places what it is. It's called onlinetradingconcepts.com. You could check it out, but yeah, how you can. There's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of great websites, and Kefir, yep, Kefir has just posted the link from Filicone. You know, about he has a lot of great videos on TA as well. Thank you, Kefir, as well for posting the link. So yeah, I would recommend going and doing that. I got to go back over on YouTube and check for questions. Guys, if you're on YouTube and you want to ask a question, please put a capital letter Q so I know it's addressed to me, and then I can just quickly scroll through and pick them out. Jonathan saying, quick question. Discovered I never sold my Wabi. Should I keep it now? It's okay. I don't give buy or sell signals or orders. Right now, the majority of people are still expecting the market to go lower. That is essentially what is happening. Okay, if you are of the very strong belief that the market is going to go up, then just hold on. However, if you too believe the market is going to go down, then you're also saying to yourself, yeah, you know, I'm going to lose money. What may potentially, possibly crazy, insane happen, we have a line here where we hit before, okay? We had a line here where we hit and we came back up, and now we're coming back down again. We could potentially, I don't know, bounce off of this line. If I'm not mistaken, this is a fib level, okay? This is a Fibonacci retracement tool Fibonacci level, and we could potentially bounce off of there. If I come back, what am I on? I'm on the hourly. If I come back to the hourly right now and scroll up a little bit, switch off the Bollinger Bands and get my fib retracement tool, and just do a very quick rough fib. We can go up to there, and then I can scroll across, and then I can pull it across. I don't like leaving it on because these rainbow colors kind of confuse me a little bit. Yeah, we could potentially come down and bounce off of here, 8,200, or we could bounce off of wherever it is. But what we did for the challenge was we cleared everything out in order to, you know, just essentially, if we go down, we can buy back in and we can start trading with our new strategies. If it does go up, then we just buy in and we start trading with our new strategy. That's it. We took the safe position of not losing dollar value, and that is more important right now in this position than holding on for dear life. So if you like Wabi, you could hold on to it. If you're willing to accept it, go down a little bit more in dollar value, especially. You could sell it if you intend to buy it back lower, or if you don't really care for it, then you could just sell it and just move on, you know, and just be like, okay, I made a loss on that trade, I'm just going to move on. We made a big loss on a lot of our trades. Some of them were minus 50%, minus whatever it is. And that is why we decided to go on with the new strategy. No more of this holding on to falling anvils, in a sense, you know, and just be able to trade properly, you know, in a way that we don't end up losing too much money. So I hope that answers your question, Jonathan. I'm not going to give direct, you know, buy, sell stuff. You got to make the decision for yourself. Jack saying BTC is failing hard. Do you know what a good entry is for a small 10% swing? No, I'm sorry. I don't know what a good entry is for a small 10% swing. Yeah, as Kefa says, a 10% swing isn't a 10% swing on BTC isn't small. You know, BTC barely moves, and you know, it's like, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't advise one at this moment in time. Lots of TA guys saying BTC will fail hard if it does close above 9. If it doesn't close above 9k, many are shorting it. Free fall confirmed. I think John is correct. He's not the only one saying BTC is going to free fall hard. No, a lot of people saying it. A lot of people saying BTC is going to free fall hard. You know, there's no doubt in my mind about that. I have absolutely no doubt that BTC is just going to continue downwards. Right now, for me personally, this is my interpretation based on my research and the charts that I have drawn. I have my own personal charts that I do crazier stuff on it, but I like to keep this one here basic so that you guys can follow along and just see the general, you know, this here is the most basic form of TA, to see the general channels, and when it breaks out of a channel, to monitor, you know, which direction is it going in now, is there a symmetric triangle, is there a wedge, is there a potato, is there whatever it is, and that's it. So, you know, that's everything. We swing LTC or Nano. Yeah, you can swing LTC or Nano. You know. Joe saying maybe I should buy at 3k instead of 4k. If you believe, honestly, if you believe that it will reach 3k, then put a buy on 3k. That's all I can say, guys. If you have done your research and you can support your gut feeling telling you it's going to 3k, then buy it, put in an order at 3k. All right? The only way you're going to learn in crypto is by doing shit yourself, making mistakes yourself, and making successes yourself. All right? We are not lemmings. We are not robots, and we are not, you know, I don't know, we are not a cult. Okay? You got to learn to do the stuff for yourself. You got to lose money yourself before you learn how to make money. In order to learn how to do something, you have to learn how to fail at it. We were having a discussion with someone earlier on, and they reminded me of a very great saying of the master has failed more times than the student has tried. And I think I think this is a great time. I think this is an amazing time for people to learn. Not just learn by looking at the charts, read books. I did see a comment earlier, and I think Kefra answered it, about what kind of books would you recommend. There's one that I'm reading right now, Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets by John Murphy. It's a great book. It's recommended by Until One Mil. He recommends it very highly, as a kind of basic TA book. And it's very interesting to go in and read. But if you really want a book, you can just Google. I'm following right now about 30 people on YouTube. My YouTube subscription inbox is insane. Every day I'm going on there, I'm like, shit, there's not even enough hours in the day to watch every single one of those videos that comes out, even if I'm playing them all at 2 speed and watching them 2 at a time, with one video in my left ear and one video in my right ear. There's not enough hours in the day to absorb all of this insane amount of information, knowledge, and wisdom that's out there. But yeah, you can, this is it. You just got to learn, you just got to adapt, you just got to go through. And now is the perfect opportunity. And Until One Mil said this last time when we were going down towards 6K. Until One Mil, came in and he was like, guys, now is the best opportunity to just sit there and learn. If you try and take a little trade now, it's so risky. Look at this. Imagine you got into a trade here. Just here. Even if it continued upwards, yeah, some coins went up, etc. But you saw it go upwards, you would have had confidence. And go sideways, you would have had confidence. If you didn't close your position and tether up, this here would have wiped out everything that you made in a very short amount of time. You could be asleep. Lots of people have been asleep. And because they had open positions, because they had open trades, this here has now wiped them out. Even if you went and made 20% profit on a coin today, doing a quick in and out, a quick flip, this potentially here could have wiped out all of your profit. So this is why you need to be a little bit more cautious. You need to be a little bit more practical. All right? Don't FOMO. No FOMO. All right? You guys know when I used to be on voice on the CoinVX server all the time, I used to say to people, don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. You see it going up, you take a break, you wait. You see it going down, you take a break, you wait. All right? As soon as you start to think, shit, I'm going to lose money, or shit, I can make money, you take a break. All right? Because this is what's been going on. All right? A lot of people have lost a lot of money in the last few days. The challenge lost a lot of money in the last few days. Okay? But we were up here when the shit first started happening. We were being very cautious. Okay? There was still a lot of bullish signs. There were still some things that were happening where I was like, okay, let's wait. And then we pulled out. Okay? So that was it. That is essentially what has been happening. And we pulled out, and now just waiting to go back in. My personal money split all over the place right now. I don't even know where my money is, to be frank. I've got USDT here, USDT there. I've got some random coin here. I've got some money over there. So this is the state of the market right now. The only thing you can do is you can wait and you can observe. Don't FOMO. All right? If you see it going up, you wait and you ask people and you double check and you confirm. Okay? This is what I do. I'm going to tell you guys right now how I go through an ideal in a situation like this. I hope you guys can hear that. That there is my notepad. That there is my mechanical pencil. When a situation like this comes up, okay, I go onto here and I check out the charts and I check out the people. All right. If you want to know generally how okay the person is, you can sometimes use the view number. Okay. and I go in and I read what this guy says. So I'll write down on the paper right now, we have Tommy F, and I will read what he says. I will read that he's saying blah blah blah, here's a major support line, there's the neckline, there's the target price range, there's this, there's that, and I will take notes according to his call. All right, so I will write down just key points, just points, like for example over here we can say target price range 71 to whatever that looks like, 65. So I'll write target 71 to 65. I will draw the lines, I will see where his lines are going. Okay, and I will check it out. Now, once I've taken notes from him, I will go to the next person, and generally I like to take notes for about 3 or 4 people. Okay, there are some people that I actually get alerts for, such as Magic Poop Cannon. Okay, he does some great TA. I also follow Crypto JC. He's someone who used to be on the CoinVX server and now he is elsewhere. He does some great TA as well. I'm going to try and speak to him and see maybe potentially if he wants to come on stream a couple of times, or one time at least. And then what happens? This is what happens. You ready? A few hours later, when Bitcoin makes a move, I look through my notes and I'm like, okay, Tommy F said we will go down to about there. This guy said we will go down to about there. This guy said we may have a bounce here. This guy said we may have a bounce here. Let me go and check his chart again. And then I open his chart. Okay. And then I click on that play button or that update button like that. And I look and I see if we actually bounced at the level that he said. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So potentially we had a bounce according to what this person said. And I go through and I look and I like, okay, so he said that, this guy, yeah, that didn't quite work out. For example, this guy here, he's got a lot of lines. Like, look at this, glorious. Okay. So right now I haven't checked this guy out, Daniel, but he may say, yeah, we're potentially going to bounce off of this line here. All right. I don't know what he's saying below. So then if we do bounce off of there, then I come back. Actually, this is not the kind of guy that I follow, actually. This is probably why I didn't see the chart earlier. Dot. You want to find someone who actually goes through and explains the stuff. Like this dude here. I don't have permission to share his stuff, so I'm not really going to talk about it in a lot of stuff. But you can see he draws the stuff, and you can follow it through, and you can see. And look at this. Look at how he explains everything here. And you can follow through, and you can say, okay, he's talking about the 50 EMA. He's talking about this. Let me go and check it. Let me go. And that is how essentially you can confirm if it's a break, or if it's a bounce, or whatever it is. All right, there's a lot of people out there with a lot of knowledge. Don't just restrict yourself. Okay, go out there, check out the opinion of other people. Even the best traders in the world will also double check and confirm stuff with other people. We have 2 sets of eyes, and we may have missed a very easy, simple pattern or a very simple sign. You know, like for example, the relation, especially when you've got like 20 indicators on screen. You know, you may have missed the relation between the volume and the RSI and the SSO and the MACD and the Bollinger Band, and then you're going to go up to the TT, the TW, any of these millions of bloody indicators here. You know, you could have missed out any correlation between the two that somebody else spotted, and that will give you a confirmation or a denial of if it's going to be a strong break or a bad break or whatever it is. So that's why, you know, always go through, guys, please. Always go through and double check. And yeah. Enigma saying, Techie, you already know fib levels and Elliott wave. I do not know Elliott wave. I am actively kind of starting out. I'm not too happy. I know. This is the issue that I have, guys. Okay? This is the issue that I have. What are we on? We're on the hourly. Okay? I never learn like this. All right? When someone comes to me and they're like, where is the... Isn't it a tool one here? I can't remember where it is now. There we go. So someone will come here and they'll be like, yeah, Techie, look, it's like that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, M, N, O, P. I need to go on P. And it's like, there is a lot more to Elliott waves than just simply clicking and placing random points. There is a relation between, or correlation between, the length of the A and the B and the C, you know, and all of this stuff. So I'm not just diving in and going, okay, yeah, that's great, that's perfect. I'm actually diving a lot deeper into this stuff to understand the science behind it, okay, and why it happens. What are the various signs? You know, what are the insane things as well? So yeah, that is why I'm not yet talking about Elliott wave with you guys. I will only talk about indicators. I will only talk about things with you guys that I believe that I could explain to a 5-year-old. And I got to understand it myself, you know. What size monitor do you use for having your chart with all the indicators being visible and not getting congested? If you asked me last week, embarrassingly, it was a 13.3 inch laptop monitor. Yes, 13.3 inch laptop monitor. I was trading on it 18 hours a day for 2 months. And my monitors had died, and I sent them off for warranty, and they didn't arrive back in a long time. And so I got a replacement monitor right now. It's a nice, big, beautiful monitor, which really, my eyes are a lot more relaxed. I now have a lot more room to do a lot more stuff on here. It's crazy. It's beautiful. So yeah, I currently use a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. So that allows me to have, I can have 12 charts open on here at any one time, and I can see them all clearly and visibly. And then I also have, you know, the Discord chat and whatever else it is in other places. Speaking of the Discord chat, if you guys haven't signed up yet, if you guys have not signed up, we are now on our own independent server. Please go and sign up. The link is in the video description. Okay, you can go there, join in, sign up. It's only for the crypto challenge. There is nothing else going on there. It's just for the crypto challenge. I am reducing my position in several other places, in several other communities, in order to be able to focus a little bit more on getting great content for you guys, and of course looking after everyone in the challenge server. I'm not looking after you guys, but just being there to answer some questions when they come up. So yeah, we are now on our own dedicated Discord server. Please go there, join in. It's great. There's some really cool people there, and it's a kind of tighter, close-knit community. And so you can all have open discussions. Right. Again, this was meant to be a short stream. It always goes like this, Grizz, isn't it? I'm meant to have a short stream.
Usually.
I can't do short streams, guys. I can talk till the cows come home. Right. Grizz, you haven't done any trades today, have you?
Nope. I am basically all my day trading stacks in Tether right now, so I'm just sitting back and watching the fireworks.
Yeah.
Also being lazy, but you know.
A lot of people are literally just sitting back and chilling out and watching how the charts go. You know, it's nice when you can draw some lines and then Bitcoin will kind of follow your lines and you're like, ooh wee. This happened before, guys. I can't remember when it was, but we were doing something at one point, and I just drew a stupid line that took Bitcoin from its current point all the way up to 10,000 or 15,000 or 50,000, because it was just following the lines that were being drawn. And it's really interesting to see even how just with the most simple of lines you can actually at least predict where Bitcoin will go within a reasonable amount. If you have a question, let's open up to some questions, guys. Yeah, let's open up the floor to some questions. Okay. We're going to do it a little bit of a free for all Q&A. If you are on YouTube, put a capital letter Q. If you are on Discord, please make sure you tag me. You can ask me anything, just because we still got 15 minutes or 12 minutes left on the stream time. And yeah, while it would be great to kind of let's dive into a new lesson and learn something, With the way the market is right now, I think a lot of people don't really feel like trading, and I believe that if you learn some new skill, you should try and use it as soon as possible. And so if I teach you guys something today and then everyone's kind of sitting around for a week while we wait for the market to recover, then most people would have forgotten that stuff already. So yeah, that is why, yeah, there's not really a lesson today. There isn't really anything going on with that right now. I'm just waiting. Did that work? Unable to transfer. I'm just doing something on the side of my screen while you guys kind of do your stuff again. Huh. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all right. Teaching the skills of patience. Yeah, we could do some stuff about patience. Oh wait, oh well, I was on the wrong server. I hope I didn't miss too much. No, okay, I didn't miss too much. Yep, I didn't miss too much. Okay, well, it doesn't really look like there's any questions. Which means that it's going to be very, very interesting. There are people talking about the Ichimoku cloud. We will be covering the Ichimoku cloud as we go into intermediate TA week. I'm trying to find, because while I could teach this stuff to you guys, I think it may be better if somebody more experienced teaches it to you guys. You know, this is the thing. In crypto, far too many times, somebody will go onto YouTube or go onto Google and literally read a couple of lines about something and then come on and talk about it as if they are God themselves, you know, and I don't like that approach. It's almost like a daily thing now where I have a discussion about knowledge and understanding. Just because you know something doesn't mean you understand it. And I want to try and find people who really thoroughly understand stuff to come through and explain it to you all. I may do that for Ichimoku. I've been messing around with it for quite a while, you know, and kind of doing my own research into it. So we will cover that. Or if I find someone more experienced who is willing to come and do a couple of TA lessons, then by all means, you know, we will see who has time and who has availability, and see if they can come in and share some knowledge and wisdom with you guys, because I think that will be definitely more epic and productive than just me coming on and talking to you guys as well. Kefa saying, what's the metal writing thing you got called again? It is a mechanical pencil. It is made by Uni, and it is called the Kurotoga. Uni is a Japanese stationery company, and this here is their Kurotoga. Stainless, well, not stainless actually, it's a brushed metal mechanical pencil. There you go. Any other random questions, guys? Feel free to ask them. We've got a decreasing amount of time, and then we can see what is actually happening here. I've lost the server again. There we go. Oh, I'm just looking right now at Bitcoin on a different time frame, so let me update it here. Well, you can already kind of see Bitcoin has been dropping, going sideways, dropping, sideways, dropping, which is supportive. I actually wish I could kind of rotate this chart around, because it's very beautiful to see how it kind of does these sideways movements. Because essentially, if this here was flat, if that line there was just basically a flat line like that, okay, then what you would see is you would see Bitcoin going zoop, 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 zoop. So it's almost like the same patterns that you see, and then, you know, obviously some little spikes everywhere, and before you know it, you've got some weird shape. So yeah, it's Yeah, make a picture, put it into paint and rotate. That is true. Yeah, that could be done. But yeah, it's interesting to see how, you know, if you tilt your head to the side and you squint your eyes really tightly and then you kind of pull on one ear, you can kind of see how that, you know, how that works out. Show them Zoidberg. I hope I have permission to show Zoidberg. Let me get a Zoidberg. I gotta find the link to Zoid. Where is Zoidberg? Oh, I gotta scroll up quite a lot. So there was someone who did this pattern yesterday. That there is Zoidberg. Here's the Zoidberg pattern. As you guys can very clearly see, you can definitely clearly see the definition, the definition of the clipper, the claws, the clips, the clops. You can definitely see the shape of the head, and then also then here. So this here is called the Zoidberg pattern. Someone saying Bitcoin broke 8,500. It's still within the channel. Saying better one above. Yeah, there was a better one. Now we gotta scroll again. Yeah, okay, but yeah, it's still within the channel. Okay, and of course, like technically, then this channel isn't too accurate. We did have one wick which came below, but we're gonna ignore that and just continue kind of going sideways. Why am I ignoring wicks? Odd ones like this, I believe that they're just false breaks, and if you have a lot of other ones that actually support it, then to me, then, you know, I just say this is a false break and I draw it from the other ones. So we're actually coming down now, and it looks like we're just going to touch here. We could potentially see it go left, right a little bit more. Left, it doesn't go left, and then kind of come back down a little bit more and continue downwards. So, oh god. Let's check for questions. I gotta scroll down again. Bitcoin's favorite song right now. I can't play these things because then I get done for a I get done for copyright, so I can't play any kind of music or anything on here at all. I do apologize, guys. I can only play my intro music because it's royalty free and I have permission to stream with it. So yeah, it's a little bit of a don't know what to do. Right, guys. So. It doesn't look like anyone actually has any questions, really. This is really interesting. I was at least expecting people to come back and say, Techie, can we read Lord of the Rings then while the market is shit? But, yeah. I guess not. Right, guys. So let's just end the stream here then, since nobody has any questions. And then we can all get back to just staring at blank charts and kind of doing nothing. And acting all zombie-ish. Question, Techie, can you read Lord of the Rings while the market is shit? We've offered that multiple times, isn't it? I'll tell you what, if you go into the new Crypto Challenge server and you post that question, if you can get 20 thumbs up, genuinely, if you can get 20 thumbs up, then I will read it in the general voice room over there. I will read at least the first chapter, just to bloody entertain you guys. Okay.
Which is probably still 100 pages.
No, don't tell me it's 100 pages. Shit.
I recall it being pretty long.
Damn it. Okay. The first chapter. Let me just clarify that.
I could be wrong. It's been a long time.
Oh god, the number's climbing up. We got 4 thumbs up. Okay. 5 thumbs up. Okay, that's all right. It's going. Oh, Pixel Puncher coming in with crazy thumbs. Yeah. Travi Trav saying, guess we're going to find out within the next few minutes if 8400 is going to hold. Right now we're at 8450-ish. I am looking here and I can honestly say, this is where we had last time. We did have a few wicks that came below. but we didn't have a single 15-minute candle that closed below. If you guys want, we can sit here and watch this all together. Let me change the color of this, and I will make it a green line since it technically is a support line. We'll make it thin and skinny, and we will just do it a straight line, and then we can zoom in and we can see over here and we can watch and see if it comes down and closes below. Well, what's it going to do? You know, this is going to be the question. Again, we are taking based simply on here, which I believe was a fib level. I just can't remember where it was based off, but yeah, we will see whether it actually closed from there or not. And that's it. Okay, well, there's only 16 thumbs up. By the way, this offer expires in the next half an hour. I will say that. Yeah, I don't see any other questions. So let's just let this go on. I'm going to put on some music just to kind of, I don't know, might as well have something in the background while we're all sat here waiting. And then we will close the stream if Bitcoin just bounces up a bit. Let's see. Okay. I think this is a good volume. I hope you guys can hear the music. Wait, it's 20? No. No, did we actually get 20? Oh shit. Okay. Alright, so as we can see here, guys, that candle did retrace a little bit, even though it just poked its head through. It just did retrace ever so slightly. We did get the 20 thumbs up, guys. I should have maybe made that more difficult. I mean, last time I did ask for 200 votes to read the whole book. So we only have 20 votes now. I will have to find... I'll have to find a copy of Lord of the Rings and read it out to you guys then. So yeah, let's see. Unless someone has the ebook and they want to just quickly send it over to me, and then I can read the first chapter. Okay, I've got a HTML link. Book 1, chapter 1. Ah, it's not that long. Suckers. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's not long at all. That's tiny. Grizz saying it's going to be 100 pages.
Isn't that the prologue or something? Not the actual first chapter.
Right, it says book 1, chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Okay. All right. So. I must have been a really slow reader as a kid.
When you're a kid, everything seems so much more epic.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it could just be the prologue. Okay. Short, but the internet is forever. Techie used my link for some reason. It's longer. Oh no. No, I like this link. I really do like it. It's very nice and short. No, chapter 1. Oh, holy mother. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, maybe I wasn't as slow as I thought. Not 100 pages, but damn.
Oh god, okay. And it's formatted so weirdly, I can't read this. It's like unreadable. Look at this one, it's nicely formatted. Line to line. Travi Trav asking, where can I cop that playlist? I use a system called Pretzel. They have a desktop app, they have a website as well. And what you do is you just come here, you choose a station, and you click on it, and you listen to it. And that's it. So right now we're listening to the Happy Station. These are all artists who have given permission for streamers to use their music. So here right now you can see this is Switch, you know, Axtasia. So yeah, this is who I use, or what I use for the stream music only. Can you read it with the echo on the voice when the characters talk? Wow, that's going to be an interesting one to do. Yeah. Looking at Kurutoga. Null is looking at Kurutoga. It's a beautiful one. I do love mechanical pencils. I don't really own a pen, being completely honest with you guys. I just love my mechanical pencils. And the Kurutoga so far is an amazing one. Really served me well. Really served me well. Just judging by what is done before, you can kind of see like some semi pattern emerging. Let's add that there, and let's move that to the front. Wait, go there. Just rearranging my bar. Yeah, just kind of judging by the patterns that we've kind of had before, you know, just it's a guesstimation. Enigma saying he's thinking of buying this one. I've never really liked the Faber-Castells. I don't know. It's yeah, I think you could get the Kurutoga. Yeah, you can get the Kurutoga. It's not an expensive one, by the way. Which is crazy. Oh wow, that is cheap. Holy shit. I definitely paid a hell of a lot more for my one. But yeah, you can get it yeah, in various colors or various things. Don't know, so this is a crypto stream, people. Yeah, so let's see right now where we go. We could even potentially bounce off of here. However, volume is quite weak. You know. Let's see how it goes. Seth saying, question. It's a little funny that the first chapter is named A Long Expected Party, since they have been trying to get you to read it for a long time. Oh god, that is true. Oh, parting, not party, parting. Yeah, it's a parting. When two people... Oh, this one's called A Long Expected Party. So maybe this here isn't the correct one. Let's see what's happening. KRS saying, what's the schedule again for the upcoming weeks? We're going to have to modify it because of how Bitcoin is behaving, to be honest. A little bit sad, but, you know, let's just see. Let's just see what will happen with it. Sell me this pen techie. Wolf of Wall Street. Dude, if you want me to sell you this Kurutoga, I will sell you a Kurutoga. You give me 5 minutes and I guarantee you will go and want to buy one. And I'm not going to use any lines out of Wolf of Wall Street. Just if I believe in a product, then I can sell it. Friends, I have to go do my homework. Take care, Joe. We're just going to be watching from now on and see, you know, and see what actually happens. So yeah, let's just see. You've been a salesman in the past? No, I've never been a salesman. Someone's tagging me somewhere else. Okay, see? Worm also has his mechanicals. Yep, that's all I use. It's all I've used. I don't like going through and, I don't know, pens. I'm not the biggest fan of pens. Also a pencil in your Coletto along with ink. Interesting. You hate pencils. I hate normal pencils, but I love mechanical pencils. Yeah. If you get a good mechanical pencil, it's like, it's beautiful. Let's see now. Can I get green aimed again? Green aimed again? No. Yeah, I mean the Kurutoga is, there is something about it. I don't know. I haven't worked it out. But I love it. I absolutely love that my lead never ever breaks and it never ever gets to that weird degree where you can't really write properly anymore with it. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Come on, Bitcoin. I don't think this is a bounce at all, even though we previously hit this level, but I believe we didn't hit this level as this is the line that we were hitting. I do actually believe that there was, let's go up to the 1 day. I do actually believe that it actually hit. Maybe someone here knows. Is there any way to have it that when I scroll, it doesn't just do this, it actually zooms in as well, effectively kind of along, like doing that at the same time? Or is there a button that I can press to do it? You know, it kind of annoys me, and I've been trying to look for all these shortcuts, and I didn't really actually find anything online, but I'm just hoping maybe someone does know of a secret. I can't remember which line there was drawn yesterday. Actually, let's see. Not that one. Let's just leave that one there for now. We had the bounce around here. So I'm just looking right now at where the possible trajectory would have been for that. But I do believe that we bounced off of some other random line like that. Yeah, we definitely bounced off of this line here. This is the line we bounced off of yesterday, because it doesn't make any sense. And right now, Bitcoin doesn't make sense. So when Bitcoin makes no sense, then everything makes no sense. Let's go back to the 15. You can also use magnifying glass tool to select a region to focus. But if I want to zoom out, is there like an inverse magnifying? Oh, there is. Oh no, there isn't. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to continue like this and see if I can work out what the shortcut key for this one is. For those of you just joining us, the stream has technically ended. We are just waiting and watching Bitcoin all together and just seeing what is going. Double click price axis. Yeah, I do that, but so once I've zoomed in, sometimes I may just want to double move it like that, or sometimes I do actually double click on it to kind of get in the thing. But I would like it that when I use the mouse wheel to scroll, just as it does on auto, but without it being on auto, in a sense. Just a little weird one. Yeah, that's true. I can't ask until, because I will have to pay him another 2 ether, and I don't. I'm running low. You know, it's a little bit. Might try log right under. Don't know if it auto zooms. Oh, but then that just shows the damn percent. Oh, but it switches on auto, that's why. Yeah, I do wish that there was auto scale, lock scale. Ah, there we go. Whee, it works. Hallelujah. Okay, guys, that's how you do it. So, new lesson from Techie. You come here and you just click on lock scale. And then I guess then you can adjust up here like that. However, there isn't a button here. So if you did want to kind of zoom in like that, then you would have to come back and lock it again. Yeah, I wish they had keyboard shortcuts for this. That would be nice. And it's time for another track. Let's go on to a new track. Well, that one said scale price chart only. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if we lock scale, then we can do it, but then I got to choose a nice position to be in and to monitor it and see how it goes. We've actually come up quite high. Not quite a bounce. The volume on it is pretty much nothing major, to be completely frank and honest. So let's just continue to monitor it and see how it all goes. Wait, and there's something that I noticed a lot of people talking about on Until 1 Mil stream, which is this one. Apparently some people like the beard scratching, or the beard brushing noises. Personally, I won't do that to you guys. I won't terrorize you. Enigma, can you recommend me a pen and notebook from Amazon? I was going to start doing paper trading anyway, even though I didn't want to. I have to. It would give me confidence. Just any cheap notebook, seriously, any cheap notebook, and just any pencil or any pen. Really, just the important thing is to get started on it and to not kind of put a restriction on yourself, being like, oh yeah, I gotta kind of do it, but I don't need to do it, but XYZ, blah blah blah. Yeah, just do it. I'm left-handed, didn't write with a pen for years, everything is on PC. Pens are not left-handed and right-handed. Pens are uni-handed. You could write with your feet with a pen. Don't worry about it. Just, if you don't like notebooks and stuff, then you come onto your computer. You open up Notepad, and you come here, and then you write buy XRP at, and then you put in 0.00001 Satoshi, okay? And then you can put right next to it up. The same way we've been talking about swing trading, okay? And then, for example, you can write sell XRP at 0.0000002 down. If this one worked out, you can come right next to it and you can put an equal sign or whatever it is, and then you can put yes, mofos, I am the best, I know the way. Okay, if you got it wrong, then you can put oh shit, let's delete this line, and then you go back and you delete this line to hide your losses. No, I'm kidding. And you just do this. All right, it's very simple, very easy. Or you can put, if you get it successful, if you're doing it technically like this, then I would just put, like, at the beginning here, for example, a yes if you got it right, or an N if you got it wrong. And then you can just look down the left hand side and you can see how many yeses and nos you have, and build it based off of that. When you look down, you're like, I've got about equal yes and nos, I've got about equal blah blah blah, and you can do it like that. Don't worry, it's all good. Jack Jackal saying, does Antoine Mill have a YouTube channel? He is Until 1 Mil, and he's on the Crypto Challenge server. He does stream on Twitch I'm sure maybe potentially someone can post his link there, because I don't have it to hand right now. Oh, there we go. Jack, are you on the Discord server yet, Jack? Please join the Discord server. There is his link. Thank you, Kefa, for posting it in the chat over there. Techie, there is also a tool on TradingView where you can mark entry, stop loss, and target. Long position is what it's called. Yeah, there's also this paper trading here. When I tried, I wasn't aware of this. I've been doing like the stuff really kind of on paper and pen for a while, I can't remember where it is now. Yeah, because I tied it to a broker, isn't it? Paper trading. And then I can't even remember how to use this now. Where's the buy and sell panel gone? This is why. Time zones background. God, I can't remember where it is now. Someone told me. Yeah, I believe it doesn't have crypto. Someone was telling me earlier that it does only have USD pairs. But I can't remember now. This is the thing that we got rid of. Remember, guys, the buy and sell panel that we got rid of a couple of streams ago, and I can't remember where it is now. I was right. It was there in that menu. Oop. Okay, well, you can see this one here now. Let's see. What happened? Click buy market. Symbol Binance BTC USDT cannot be traded on TradingView's trading paper trading. Why not? Some markets only have EOD or delayed data available. Spreads company. Crypto pairs. Crypto to crypto pairs are not currently supported, but that may change in the future. But so then why didn't this one actually work then? One cannot simply place a trade from a chart with an index. This category of tickers is not tradable. Thus, there are no asks and bids to fill an order. Actually, technically, yes, Tether is crypto, isn't it? So I would have to go to BTC USD, and then we can see if that will work there. Let's click buy one market. Yep, you can. Okay, so you can potentially do trading, paper trading like this on BTC, but only on USD pairs, not on USDT pairs. Thank you for that. I'm glad we clarified that and got it all done. So you can do your trading, your paper trading there. Music ended. People, nobody noticed. Enigma saying my girlfriend is a teacher in a gymnasium. That means school. So I'll just get a pen and notebook from her, so it cost me nothing, Mr. Techie, so I can buy more backs. Yep, you could do that. Alright guys, well, again, the stream could end up going on for quite a few hours. I think let's just end it here, okay? I don't think we all need to sit around waiting for nothing. BTC has been really slow. I don't want to take up too much time from other people and everything, so let's just leave it as that. I will try and find the correct chapter, and depending on how Bitcoin moves, I may start to read at least a part of the chapter. Yeah, I don't know whether we should schedule it. Yeah, maybe I'll schedule it, and then we can agree a time to read the chapter, the first chapter. I think tomorrow's Sunday, so yeah, Kefa's noticing just from the days of DJ Techie live on the decks, coming to you from all the way the south side of London. We'll be blasting some amazing tunes. We'll be doing some amazing things. You gotta be sure to catch up tomorrow as we go through and we see what's gonna be going on in the crypto world. So ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to click the subscription button below. Also remember to give a thumbs up to the video if you enjoyed it, and join the Discord server. And yeah, time to cut that out a bit. And we will do that. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7 PM EST or 1 AM CET. we will be back with you guys to bring you another update. Again, I'll be updating this chart throughout the day, so then you guys can, you guys can kind of just follow along with this. You know, it's nice to follow along and be able to see how the chart is going and base your own stuff off of what you see. All right, so let's get the music a little bit more of a bump. It's quite quiet actually, isn't it? I don't know how it sounds for you guys, but to me it sounds alright. Yeah, so that's it. Give a thumbs up to the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, click the bell icon next to it so you get the notifications. Follow on Twitter as well so that you can catch all the latest information and juicy tidbits when they do and finally come out. And of course you can find me on the Discord server. If you want to ask me a question on there, then we can go through and we can do that, and I'll take some time to answer your questions. So from me, and I believe Grizz is still here. Grizz, you here?
Yep.
So from me and Grizz, you want to add anything before we close the stream?
No, I got nothing else to add.
It's one of those dead days, guys. So yeah, take care. Good night.
Have a good one.